How does the Ryder Cup work? From formats and pairings to point scoring and how to win. This is the science behind golf's greatest team contest. Give it up for our contestants, Team Europe and the USA. It's 12 golfers per side, with each player earning their spot through qualification or a captain's pick. Shameless plug, but hit up our other videos to learn more about that. The teams battle it out for 3 days every 2 years at alternating venues in Europe and the USA. And it's all for one reason: to lift the Ryder Cup trophy. Unlike regular stroke play golf, where you compete as an individual and win by completing 4 rounds in the fewest shots, the Ryder Cup is a match play competition where you compete in teams to finish each hole in the fewest shots, and whoever wins more holes wins the match. On the first 2 days, we have 2 different formats of golf on show across the morning and afternoon sessions: 4 balls and foursomes. They are both played in pairs, and it is the responsibility of each team's captain to confirm the pairings and order in which they play without knowing who they will be facing from the opposition. Golfers may play both formats in one day if the captain decides. In 4 balls, each player plays their own ball for the hole, and the lowest score wins that hole. If the teams finish the hole in the same amount of shots, it's tied. It's where you might see a risk taker paired with a more conservative golfer, because if one teammate's hole doesn't go to plan, they can rely on their partner, hopefully. Foursomes are even more reliant on chemistry, because each 2-man team plays 1 ball per hole, with the pair taking alternate shots until the ball is in the hole. Players alternate hitting tee shots, with one leading on odd-numbered holes and the other hitting first on even-numbered holes. This is where you often see players with complementary styles paired together, as teamwork and ability comes to the fore. After 2 days of 16 matches in pairs, it's all down to the singles. 1 player from each team pitted against each other for 18 holes. The captain decides the order again, and is often influenced by the first 2 days' results. Do they need to chase points early with their informed players, or should they save them for the end when the pressure could mount? Throughout the 18 holes in each match, you might see Team Europe or the USA described as up, down, or tied. This is to reflect who's leading the match while it's happening. For example, let's say the USA finished the first hole in 3 shots, while Team Europe completed in 4. The USA would be 1 up because they won that hole. On the second hole, Team Europe need just 2 shots while the USA take 3. The scores are now tied. Team Europe then sink the 3rd hole in 4 shots, and the USA match their score. The hole is tied, and the score remains tied with 15 holes remaining. If one team leads the match by more than the number of holes remaining, the match ends. For example, if Team Europe are 3 up with 2 holes left, they win the match and do not have to play the remaining holes. There are 28 matches across the 3 days, and each match is worth 1 point. If a match is tied, each team gets half a point. The first team to 14.5 points wins the Ryder Cup, but if it ends in a 14-14 draw, then the previous winner retains the trophy. If the winners are confirmed with matches to spare, play continues until they are all complete, giving us a scoreline that adds up to 28. Then, all that's left is for the victors to lift the Ryder Cup, and 2 years later, we do it all again.
To watch another Ryder Cup video, click here and subscribe here.